great intro. Welcome to episode 15 of But Hey, What Do I Know? I'm your host with the most, he's with the least, beast from the Middle East, Joseph, Joey, Yusuf, whatever the hell you want to call me. Look north, look south, look east, look west. You will eventually reach my lovely co-host all the way in Melbourne, Australia. Say hi to Amanda, and Amanda, say hi back to the audience.
Hello.
Not one motherfucker said hi. I know it. Fucking dickhead audience.
I don't care.
All right, link in the description for everything that includes Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. You have 3 days to take advantage of the special offer that I have. $20 for, or $5 for the $20 tier gets you 3+ hours of content from every show on the network. And the first 50 patrons will get something special from me. So be sure to be one of those first 50. Also, check out the other 2 podcasts on the network. We have Study Hall that drops every Friday. That's me, Dre, and Kels talking hip-hop and talking shit. And we've got the newly rebranded Jalal and Joe's Arab American Experience. That's me and Jalal talking about our experience being Arab American, just laughing, telling stories, goofing off. And that that drops. I don't know why I keep saying debuts. It's because I keep thinking they're so fresh. These podcasts are so like fresh in my mind, you know? They drop every Wednesday. So with that being said, let's get started. Amanda brought up an interesting topic, which brought a whole bunch of hilarious stories. So I want Amanda to debut this topic so that we can...
What is up with you in the word debut?
I don't know. Should I start over
You're
again?
Obsessed.
I'm embarrassing myself.
Oh my God. No, it's fine. It is so fucking cold. It's like 1 degrees right now.
1 degrees. I want at least one thing on you. So you said 1 degrees. Go ahead.
1 degree Celsius, which is what, like 33 degrees American Fahrenheit, because you'll just refuse to use the units that everyone uses. And I have to get up early because the gardener's coming and I have to like make sure to tell him what I need him to do. For fuck's sake. I hate winter.
Well, you know what really warms my heart when I'm feeling cold?
What?
Children's
Telling
movies.
people what to do? Huh?
No, not even close.
Okay. You enjoy telling people what to do. So
that's that suburb shit. Listen to that suburb shit, y'all. But
I regret booking him so early in the morning because I thought, you know what I'm going to do? Monday morning, I'm going to have him come do the yard work super early and get it out of the way. It's going to be like done. And now I'm just like, oh, fuck. I don't want to wake up that early.
And we record like at the same time every week. Why the fuck would you book him
that's why I was hoping that we would record early because I had no desire to wake up at 4 a.m. when it's 1 degree.
Unfortunately for you, people in Florida are fucking dipshit assholes and they don't want to get their AC checked. So they'll call you on a random fucking Sunday and they'll want some bullshit done to your unit. And of course I can't say no because it's my job. So I got to get in my truck, drive all the way over there, replace a capacitor, drive all the way back. And that's like fucking 2 hours of my time for absolutely nothing. And then they get all upset with you. It's like, dude, it's fucking Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everyone who has served this country and have lost their lives for this country. I thank you. Amanda doesn't have to thank you, but she can if she wants to. She probably won't. Anyway, it's a holiday weekend, and I should be throwing steaks on the fucking grill, but instead I'm all the way over at your stupid ass's house working on your ungrateful ass's unit, okay? So, Amanda, I apologize for that.
Memorial Day to you Americans.
Thank you so much.
It's probably, like Remembrance Day, I guess? We call it Remembrance Day here?
Yeah, we have two military holidays. We have a Veterans Day, which is honoring all the veterans that are still with us. And then it's Memorial Day, honoring all of the people who lost their lives in war or in combat.
So we have Anzac Day and Remembrance Day. But I feel like Remembrance Day, everyone celebrates. It's on November 11th, the end of World War One. No?
No, we don't. I don't know. Maybe. I might have seen it on the calendar. You know who doesn't celebrate Remembrance Day, though?
Who?
People with amnesia. You know what really warms my heart, Amanda?
What does?
Children's movies.
Sure does.
And you brought up a really good point that children's movies, some of them, not all of them, because I look like a fucking nutcase right now, especially those who actually know what I look like. I look like a grown-ass fucking man, but some of those movies
I would
fucking
assume
slap
that
though.
you're a grown man.
No, but I look old as shit. Like, I'm losing hair on the top of my head. I have a beard. Like, I should not be the main demographic for Moana, all right? But that shit...
Wait, did you say demographic?
I said demographic. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, because your microphone cut out and it sounded like you said demographic. Like, really?
Demographic, yes.
Yeah, that's how it sounded like.
Nah, it's just the internet sucks, and I'm not rich enough to pay for business level internet, so that's what happens when you record
Remotely.
a podcast remotely. Yeah.
So,
sadly.
Moana, go on. Tell us about your coming to Jesus moment when you watch Moana.
No, it's just children movies slap in general. I just happen to have a really funny story about Moana. So,
go on then.
Man, they're going to get mad at me for outing them probably, but I don't give a shit. Okay, so it was me, my friend Julian, and then my friend Nicolex. And anyone who knows my friend Nicolex... Okay, when I say the word Nicolex, what's the first thing that appears in your head? The fucking...
Nicolex.
Like, if you're thinking of a human being, like, just imagining a dude named Nicolex.
I don't know. A Greek guy?
What? No.
Because I just think of Nicholas. I'm thinking.
Okay, never mind.
Nicholas
We're not
Greek.
Everyone but Amanda answer. I'll give you like 2 seconds. Okay, so Nicolex is this half. I want to get this right. He can correct me if he's wrong. If I'm wrong, I don't give a shit. He's half Haitian, half Nigerian. So he's, I want to say he's a little taller than me. He's like 5'11", fucking 300 pounds. Man is a fucking behemoth. Okay. No man of his stature should be sitting in a theater watching Moana. So what happened was, I can't remember what fucking movie.
Why do you want to deny the pleasures of life to men like him?
Why? What are you accusing me of? Let me just tell my fucking story.
Of denying the pleasures of life to people. Just because you're that big doesn't mean you shouldn't be watching it.
No, but look, let me finish my story because this shit's gonna be funny as hell, and it'll give you some understanding. So we were supposed to watch some shit. I can't remember what came out that year, and we were going to it, and we were late to it. And the only other movie playing at that time was Moana. So like me, Julie, and Nicolex looked at each other. We were like, you know what, man, fuck it. Like we're already here. We might as well go in here, pass some time, whatever. We sat in the back. It's like, okay, we'll let this movie rock. We'll crack some jokes. We'll get some snacks, whatever. And we go to the back, and the fucking movie starts, right? Mm-hmm. And like by the middle of the movie, me, Nicolex, and Julian are like fucking like tuned into this movie. Like we are, like we're desperate to see what the fuck is going on. We're like, holy shit, is she gonna make it? Is she gonna like beat this fucking island monster, whatever the hell she was fighting? I can't even remember the plot of the movie. But we're sitting. Y'all know that meme of SpongeBob where he's like leaning in, he's like smiling stupid hard at like the fucking the coral reef. I guess it's like a porn joke or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god, yes.
Like we were all sitting there like that, just waiting, just like what the hell is gonna go on with this movie? And we come out, and we're all three of us are trying to be gangster and shit. Like we're not, we're just keeping a straight face. And I look at him, I'm like, I gonna lie, that movie's kind of deep. And they're looking at me like, yeah, dude, I kind of enjoyed that shit.
Listen, why is it like so frowned upon for men to go enjoy kids' movies?
No, 3 men going to the theater specifically to watch Moana is hilarious. You can't deny that.
Like on.
walking up to the ticket booth and slamming money on the counter and saying 3 for Moana, please. And we look like a whole bunch of bodyguard rejects. The dude's gonna look at us like, what the fuck are y'all doing here? Where's your daughters?
No, own it, enjoy it. Like, would you take a girl to like a kid's movie as a date?
If that's what she wanted to see, I don't really give a shit. I'm not a movie guy, so whatever she wants to watch, if she wants to go to the movies, I'll watch. I don't really care. I hate
like a nice gold class experience.
A what now?
Like gold class cinema where they like serve
got you.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is what you consider a gold class cinema. We have one right in the middle of the hood. Fucking hilarious.
No, it's a suite in cinemas.
Oh no, that's weird as shit. Yeah, we don't have that.
Like you go in, like for example, in Melbourne, you go to Gem Factory, right? So the gold class suite is like a hotel bar, right? The concierge area. So you have like they serve you, alcohol, cocktails, wine, champagne, whatever you want to drink. And then they have like, proper food that a chef is cooking or whatever. You can eat outside and then you put in your order on what you want them to like bring in while you're watching the movie, and then you tell them the interval that you want your food to be brought in. So you can like, I want to start off with like dessert stuff. So then they'll bring you your dessert at the start, and then halfway through the movie, then they'll probably bring you your, I don't know, or you want to go like proper, like I want to have my entree. So they'll bring your entree at the start, and then your mains like in the middle of the movie, and then like your dessert at the end, and then throughout they'll bring you your alcohol, whatever you want to drink, or water or juice or whatever beverage, really. It's nice.
Yeah, I think the only one we have that's kind of sort of like that is Sunray. And I don't even know if Sunray is even open anymore. Well, they are, but I don't know. Like, they look closed every time I walk in there. But Sunray used to be an arcade. No, it used to be a movie theater. Then they turned it into an arcade, and then they turned it back into a movie theater. So it's kind of like a mix of both. And you walk up, and this is the first movie theater I ever like went to in my life that had like actual food, other than like the San Marco Theater that's like a few minutes from my house.
You know what's fantastic?
What's fantastic?
Dedicated Ben and Jerry's bars at cinemas. It's just great. It's just a whole bar of just Ben and Jerry's. And sometimes I just go there too.
You just out yourself every podcast. How fucking... Never mind.
I don't even go to watch the movies. I just go into the concession to the bar to get like a serving and go home.
Walking into a movie theater concession stand and buying like popcorn or some shit, just going home is fucking hilarious. You know how expensive...
I go have dinner in the area and then just go buy my dessert from the Ben and Jerry's counter and leave.
In Australia, I don't know, like, you guys probably don't have this problem, but in America, like, the fucking concession stands are expensive as balls.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
They are.
Like, going to get, like, popcorn and candy that you could easily get from, like, the gas station from the movie theater and walking out and paying, like, a 300% premium is insane.
It is. That's why I use my mum's meal credit card from work. Because, you know, part of her work package, you get like a meal and entertainment credit card.
Why are you snitching on yourself?
No, it's her money. She can do whatever she wants with it.
Okay, so I'm just making sure.
That. When we go to the movies, we use that. It's easy. But yeah, I do love a good kids movie during a date. It's nice and neutral. I don't want to be watching scary shit. Like, I'm not into horror movies. especially on a date. I don't want to be watching action movies. I don't want to be watching one of those stupid superhero movies because there's just
a
way
movie is
too.
a shitty date.
I mean,
a movie is a terrible fucking date.
Not when it's in the middle of the summer and it's 43 degrees. I'd rather be indoors,
Okay, hold on.
comfortable, watching a movie than outside.
How many days are we into the relationship, or how many weeks, or how many years, etc.?
I don't know.
If you take a chick to a movie for the first date, that is the dumbest first date of all time.
I remember one of my best first dates was to like this Mediterranean, Middle Eastern kind of, I wouldn't call it like a restaurant. It was like a cafe thing. Maybe it's like a cafe, but we had dinner, so it's not a cafe. Maybe it's a bistro. Mm. Yeah, the food was amazing. And it was warm, but we had a lot of tea. But yeah, that was good. Just like sitting outside in like the afternoon and it's just nice and warm and chilled. That's like a good first date, just if you want to have a conversation with someone. But also, I hate like coffee dates, let's just eat food. What are we like, oh, let's just do 30 minutes of coffee catch up. Like, shut the fuck up.
Coffee catch up is fucking hilarious.
That just, you know what that means? That means that you're cheap.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Shit, not me. My coffee shop merged with the shawarma joint. So that bitch turned into Target for Arabs. Like, you walk in, you're like, all right, I'm gonna just give me a coffee and dip. You end up getting a coffee, 2 hookahs, 3 shawarma sandwiches
in the middle of the day, falafel. During a date.
No, not during a date. If a chick will do that with me during a date, she's the one. If she's gonna go and throw down a whole shawarma plate and a hookah and some coffee, like, that means you're. Okay,
I've never done like hookah because I don't smoke shisha, but I've done the whole, shawarma with multiple coffees.
That's gonna give you the most runny stomach.
Oh no, my stomach on coffee is good because I don't drink cow's milk, so I'm set. But and that was in the middle of the day. Like we were, I was working, he was working, and he was like, "Do you just want to like catch up and not go to work and just go eat and lay in the sun?" I was like, "Yes." So I just left work. I took all my shit and just left. Didn't tell anyone if I'm coming back or where I was going. I was gone.
It sounded like our school security.
Fun.
Our school security, that sounds like our school security. They didn't give 2 shits. Like, you could dead ass. It's not like they didn't give a shit. They just terrible fucking security. Just, I used to senior year, I used to just walk right the fuck out the front door and just go.
Well, I wasn't a student. I was working, so I could leave. And my hours are flexible, so I could just leave in the middle of the day. But that was fun. Like a nice in the middle of the day, like when it's warm, is the shit. But back to kids movie. That one of the movie dates that I went on, we watched like a kids movie, and I was like, I like this because I don't want to get into like a deep and meaningful kind of like movie watching here. I just want something light, but kids movie are low-key deep. And, sometimes I feel like it's not meant for kids because, like, the meaning behind, like, the movies are just like, it makes you think. Like, for example, Inside Out. That was a very,
deep, yeah.
like...
That's a deep-ass movie.
What else? What else is like another kids movie that's like a favorite? You know, B movie is still like one
like
of my
jazz?
favorites.
That's
But the only thing is the weird bee and human relationship that was like, ugh. I don't know about that.
I just felt
But-
really shitty because a bee could pull bitches better than me.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah, that's true.
That has nothing to do with the bee. He's just living his life.
Oh, fuck that bee. Dude, I got stung in the head by like 7 wasps the other day.
I got stung by a wasp.
Are
Do you know that meme?
No, I don't.
Ah, God,
And
you're
it
no
wasn't
fun.
funny. I got stung in the scalp like fucking 7 times. Hurt like a bitch.
The last time I got stung, I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, that was the last time I got stung. Before this fucking time that I got stung, stupidest shit ever. I was super pissed off. We're already 2 hours late for work, and then all of a sudden, fucking wasps start coming out of the ground, just fucking sting me right in my scalp. And that's the worst place to get stung. Because there's like no other protection to fucking... There's nothing to protect you there, especially with me, because I keep my hair super short. It's literally just skin and then like bone. So that shit is like spreading all across my head. I couldn't smile. I couldn't frown. I couldn't make facial expressions for like 2 days. Fucking sucked. But
Why? Did you go into anaphylactic shock?
no, every time I would move my head, my scalp would stretch and then it would hurt like a bitch.
Oh. Cool story, bro. So, another kids movie. Have you watched what's that movie with the little Mexican kid?
Coco made me cry like a bitch, bro. I don't give a shit.
Oh my
I'm letting
God.
I cried like a motherfucker. I grabbed somebody's shirt and fucking blew my nose into it and shit.
Hold me. Just hold me for a second. That was Joseph.
No, that was not. I was boo-hoo crying. And we were at church. I was like, we watched this with the youth group because I didn't watch it at.
That is so random.
Yeah, I watched it with the youth group because I helped run the youth group. So I was one of the adults of the youth group, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not crying in front of these kids. I have made this persona that I am like a stoic, like I don't show emotion ass dude. And like they look over, they're like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm fucking crying, you idiot! You see this sad shit?"
It is so good. I watched it once and it was just too emotional for me. I can't watch it again because it's just too much for me to take.
It's cool as hell, and the whole thing takes place during my birthday, so it's pretty cool. It's like, I was born on that day.
Like the day in the movie, or like the day the movie came out.
No, November 2nd is the Day of the Dead. That's when the Mexicans have that celebration because they start on Halloween, and then they celebrate All Saints Day, and then the final day is All Souls Day, and that's when they like take their they go visit the grave sites and they bring food and drink and they spend time with their dead loved ones so that they could like be with them in spirit, and they believe that their spirits actually come out and you could like interact with them for that day.
Right.
That's the whole concept of the movie. Yeah, it's really cool shit. But yeah, that movie made me cry like a motherfucker. Okay, and I'm just
looking at the cast now, and the guy that voices Hector, he is so hot.
Hector.
Yeah, I've seen him in. I saw him in this really fucked up indie movie that kind of like messed. Really, no, Joseph. Seriously, that movie that he was in with, was it Charlize Theron or, oh my God, it's one of those blonde actresses. They all kind of morph into one person for me.
Yeah, kinda. I could see where you're going.
I don't know, but it was like this indie movie that I randomly found when I was like 16, and that literally messed with my whole outlook on life and my whole psychology. And I think it really shaped a lot of like how I look at life now.
Is that why you hate everything? Is because of this fucking movie?
Yes. Yes. That's why I don't want to get married. I just think that marriage is a scam. I think that having children is selfish and just not good for the survival of this planet, the way things are going. Just my whole outlook on just how terrible human beings are was all based on this movie. Like, I've had nightmares and flashbacks to I just saw him when I looked up Coco, and I'm like, oh my god, it's him. But it is such a fucked up movie. And it talks about like exploitation and like child labor and like child abuse, and it was just too much for my 14-year-old heart. I was like, holy shit. This is adulthood. This is life. I hate it here. Mom, come take me. I don't want to be here anymore.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Seriously? That was me watching that movie. And I shouldn't have been up anyways, because it was like, I remember this vividly. It was a Wednesday night. It was a school night.
You can't be watching shit like that on a school night, Amanda. Come on.
And I woke up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, let me go switch on the TV and see what's on.
Let me throw on this horrible freaking movie. What is up with you?
So I took a gander and I went through like the, TV channels, and SBS plays like a lot of indie films. So I went on SBS. I was like, oh, documentaries, indie film. Watched it from start to the end, and I was like, oh God. Oh my God. I hate everything. I hate everyone. I hate life. And that was the end. And I still do. But watch it.
No. Why would anyone watch it after that shit you just said?
I mean,
it'll ruin your life. You'll never love again. Watch it, dude. It's freaking lit. No, Amanda, nobody's watching that. I don't want it. I don't want a single one of you motherfuckers to watch this shit, okay? Love life.
It's called.
Love life. Do not be like Amanda. Do not remember what it's called.
It's got elephant in the title.
Red Elephant makes delicious food. Located not in Jacksonville, but if you drive somewhere, I'm sure they have one, or unless they've gone out of business, but delicious unseasoned pizza.
I'm going to look it up and I'm going to recommend it, and you guys decide if you want to watch it or not. How about that?
No, we don't need more Amandas in this world, okay? You're like, I don't even know what you're like. You're already like waving your cane at the fucking kids walking past your grass and shit. Like, get the fuck off my lawn. You're already one of those people. You're not even fucking 30 years old yet. We don't need more of you. So relax.
Okay. Yes. So I was 14. I'm correct about that. And the title of the movie is Mammoth. And it's with the guy that I said, what's his name? Gael Garcia Bernal. Oh my God, I'm butchering this. Sorry to all you Spanish-speaking people. And the blonde girl is Heath Ledger's ex-fiance, Michelle Williams.
I thought you were going to stop at Heath Ledger, and that would have been so fucking hilarious, but so terrible. I'm so glad you didn't. Because if you would have said the blonde chick was Heath Ledger...
Heath Ledger was beautiful.
He was beautiful. Pause.
He's from South Australia.
Well, R.I.P. to him before you start fucking crying and shit. You know, it's a really good children's movie, and then we'll get off this shit because I don't want this whole podcast to be a children's movie. We always fucking do this. Okay, so My personal favorite children's movie is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And I don't care what anyone says. And nobody's seen it. Every time I tell somebody, hey, have you seen it? They're like, no, whatever. Super, super, super underrated movie. And what's his name? All I know is that I found out like super late in life that Andy Samberg plays Baby Brent.
And you love Andy.
And yes, and Andy. Jewish dude's named Andrew for some reason. Like I just vibe with him.
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's a good thing I drowned that shit out.
No, people would hear. You'd probably hear it when you're editing, and you'll just hate me.
You think I edit this podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's really like it's a good ass movie, man. They got Mr. T as the cop. They got quirky ass little fucking character. Invents a whole bunch of stuff, makes it rain food, and then the food bot goes crazy. They gotta stop it and shit. But it's a really cool ass fucking movie. And Megamind is my second favorite. I love Megamind. That movie is a masterpiece.
Same. But Cloudy with a Chance is a great movie.
The second one kind of sucks.
I think I've watched both of them, just because I want to see what happens next.
Okay, here's an interesting mini topic that I just stumbled upon. Is there any movie that you've ever seen where the second one is better than the first?
Oh my god, let me think. Like kids movie or just movies in general?
Just any movie in general. This is a really interesting topic because not a lot of movies are able to do that. I think the only movie that I can think of right now is Spider-Man 2. Like the OG Spider-Man 2.
I can't even think of the old Spider-Man 2.
All right, well, Amanda, thanks. For homework, you guys should watch the entirety of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, but watch it only as a comedy. And you will laugh your ass off. Like, do not think of it as like a superhero movie. Watch it as a comedy, and it is the funniest set of movies ever. Because that shit, he made it corny as hell on purpose because he wanted it to be like a comic book-esque movie. But it's funny as shit. Okay, like if you don't take the movie seriously, it's hilarious. Is
the second Batman movie with Heath Ledger?
Oh yes, that is way better than the first one. Way better than the first one. Even though I like the first one a lot.
Even the Catwoman is better.
What?
In the not the first.
The third one.
Not the Catwoman. Yeah, but like, what's her name played? Jesus Christ! I forget all these white women's names.
You think Anne fucking Hathaway is better than fucking what's his name? Scarecrow?
No, what I'm saying is the girl that played in the first one, play that character in the first one.
Oh, got you. Yeah. She's
Katie Holmes.
Yes,
Katie Holmes was. I feel like she just brought nothing to that role, but Anne Hathaway did a way better role when she did a way better job when she took over the role.
She didn't take over that role. She took over the Catwoman role. You're thinking of another chick. But Katie Holmes was that whole character was meant to die. Like we weren't supposed to give a shit about her. We were supposed to give a shit that Batman gave a shit about her. That was the whole point. So I don't give a shit if she's bland. I mean, I'm not rooting for her. When she died, I just said, "Oh no." Anyways,
but yeah, the second movie. Also, Gary Oldman. He is such a good actor. Like we talk about Heath Ledger and all the other cast members, but Gary Oldman is just
I don't know. Every time somebody brings up the Batman movies, I just gotta ask, who let what's his name, Christian Bale, walk in there with throat cancer and just tell him, "Congratulations, you've got the fucking role."
Yeah,
I'm Batman.
The way his lips move as well when he speaks just crack me up.
Low key, if Batman stopped me and like he fucking I don't know, threw me against a wall and had a gun to my head or some shit, like some shit where I'm supposed to be scared of shit, and he goes, I'm gonna bust out laughing. No cap. Like, at least have a menacing voice. It just sounds like you ran out of fucking halls on the way to fight crime, you know? But that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. His voice was just so weird. But yeah, speaking of second movies being better, Batman obviously is up there. I can't think of another one.
It's really difficult.
Maybe for kids' movie, I feel like the second Shrek movie was better.
It's debatable. I could see that.
Like, the first one is just like rescue Donkey, rescue Fiona, and then back to the swamp, the end. But the second one, we had like twists and turns, and that was when Shrek became human.
Yeah, is that the one where him and Fiona are like trying to fuck or some shit, and then like they keep getting interrupted, and he goes, "Somebody better be dying," and then it cuts to the fucking "I'm dying." That's my favorite fucking whole.
Yes,
that's my favorite Shrek quote of all time,
because that was just so much going on and so many twists and turns. Whereas the first one is just like Shrek rescues Donkey, tries to save his swamp, rescues Fiona. It was just all rescue, and then the end.
Do you think Chris Farley Shrek would have worked?
What do you mean?
Shrek was originally voiced by Chris Farley, and then halfway through, the guy decided that he wanted a Scottish voice or some shit, so he got what's his name, Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. But there's like a clip of Chris Farley's like original Shrek voice, and it sounds okay. Like, it's off-putting at first. It's kind of like when you hear the original voice for Darth Vader before they got what's his name, James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
and he's got this deep fucking menacing voice, and then that
was the voice that Christian Bale was going for but missed.
the original Darth Vader sounds like some fucking uptight German dude. "You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away." I'm like, dude, if Darth Vader comes up to me and he's got a fucking lifesaver, yes, the fucking gummy. He's got a gummy and he fucking offers it to me. If he's got a lightsaber and he's pointing that shit at my neck and he goes, "You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor," I'm gonna be like, dude, what?
Why does it sound like Stewie?
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all can look this shit up. It's hilarious. It's
okay.
It's one of the most. What is it?
No, you said that. Would I have preferred Chris Farley's voice?
No, I said, would Chris Farley as Shrek have worked? Like, you know what Chris Farley sounds like, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, was he making? I don't know, like, was he making a voice, or was he just using his normal speaking voice?
I mean, it was kind of a made-up voice, but it's more or less his voice. It's not like he's pulling something out from his vocal cords that's something completely different.
I don't know.
Like, it sounds off-putting at first, but I think it could work.
Yeah, that is true. But then, like, the Scottish voice worked because, like, you kind of associated with, like, someone that's kind of a loner because you have that, you know, Simpsons and what's his name? Willie. He was, like, the groundskeeper, but he was a bit of a loner and he just, like, was grumpy a kid. So then you have, like, Shrek kind of the same. And it's like, oh yeah, I can feel that. That accent kind of works with the persona that he has. I don't know. I wasn't looking into it in a deep way when I watched it the first time, but what's his name? Eddie Murphy as a donkey was just perfect.
That's hilarious. That was a perfect casting.
Oh my god, yes.
Because it's just Eddie Murphy in a donkey body.
Right, but
literally all it is,
made
and it works.
so much sense. Yeah.
It works, yeah.
That's like Chris Rock as Marty from Madagascar.
That worked perfectly, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is Madagascar 2 better than 1?
Madagascar 2 is which one?
That's the one where they escape to Africa, I think.
I don't know. I think I prefer the first one.
For me, I mean, I'm indifferent. First one, second one, it doesn't matter to me. Moto is fucking hilarious, though. Whatever that dude's name was, you know what I'm talking about?
You know what? That is a memorable scene.
I think Moto likes you. He just fucking comes out of the mud and shit. That's fucking hilarious.
What was his song?
I can't remember, but it was some gay shit.
Oh my god! But it was like, they call me big, they call me chunky.
They call me Big Ellie. You know what song that is?
No.
What? You don't know the LL Cool J song Headsprung, where he says they call me Big Ellie, and the whole thing was some dude got blocked on Twitter because he tweeted at LL Cool J and said, "Fam, nobody in their whole life has ever called you Big Ellie." Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Nobody's ever called LL Cool J Big Ellie.
That is true.
It's such a slapping ass song, but I can't enjoy it because every time that shit comes on, I just bust out laughing.
Oh yeah, well.
Well, you know what else made me bust out laughing?
What? The French Open is on.
The what?
French Open.
How about you open your ears and listen to this topic? I'm working on my transitions, okay? It's not going too well.
Well, I mean, Naomi Osaka won in straight sets, so...
Okay, what else is new?
I know y'all don't care about tennis.
Yeah, me and I'm sure the one person from Great Britain, and shout out to Houston. Houston's holding it down now, and I'm very happy because I love Houston. Houston or just Texas and Florida are like kindred spirits, kind of. Like, we understand each other. We're not like, Texas isn't as batshit crazy as Florida is, but we kind of like, we have similar cultures, similar vibes. So shout out to Texas, man. We got mad people from Texas listening. But I want to talk about J. Cole's 3-day career.
Yes.
I literally thought they were joking. That shit was hilarious. He played
I thought it was a joke that he started playing basketball. I thought someone was like making up shit on the internet.
No, dead serious. He played.
Yeah,
he was supposed.
So.
I guess in his contract, he was signed for a minimum of 3 games, and so because they were saying he fulfilled his contractual obligations and he had a family emergency to go to. But my question is, why would you end your career with those stats? I want to pull up the exact stats because it was some crazy shit. At least play long enough to like get your fucking
average.
Your average up. Hold on. J. Cole basketball stats. Okay, let's see. Patriots quarterfinal game. The fuck? You can't find anything on these stupid websites. Patriots went 2-1. The fuck? Where are the fucking stats? Yeah, he had some. I'm not gonna look it up. He had some like fucking single digit stats all the way down. You can't play professionally and end your career with stats like that. You can't. I mean, and I'm sure. I don't think he had a family emergency. I think he's bullshitting. That's just me. I think he went out there. He played the 3 games, and he was like, you know what? My album is #1. I could be in fucking Barbados right now. I could be chilling with my 2 kids. Or however many kids he has. We know he has 2.
How many kids does he have?
We know he has 2 because he talks about a daughter, and then on this on a few other songs, he talks about having a son. Like, yeah, so he has at least 2 kids. So I could be chilling with my kids. I could be chilling with my wife. I could be at home. Why the hell am I playing for Rwanda? The hell even is Rwanda? So he was probably like, yeah, this is a really stupid idea. So he just dipped. But I know J. Cole to also be an honest man. So I don't know. He might have had like some shit go down. So I'm not trying to tarnish that man's good name. I'm sure there was something that made him leave. But I don't know. What kind of family emergency would it be if somebody called me and I'm playing in like a league and somebody was like, family emergency? I'm like, dude, can I finish the season out? Like, can I do like 2-3 more games? Like maybe ball real hard, go from like, get my point average up from like 3 points a game, you know, like, I don't know. That's just me. I'm not ending my career on fucking stats like that. But then again, my career sucks. Okay. I'm terrible at sports. I can't talk, la di da di da, all that shit that everyone always says. But to me, that was just funny as hell. And then I guess I don't know who it is. He got mad at him, and he was talking about bad people practice to get into the league, and they work real hard, and then we bring J. Cole on, and he plays for 3 days and leaves. Number one, it's freaking J. Cole. Okay, you can't get mad at J. Cole. J. Cole has never done anything to anyone in his entire life. Except Diddy, but that's another story. Number two, what was I saying? J. Cole is probably better than a lot of those fucking kids trying out, or not the kids, you know, like those grown men, yeah, trying out for the fucking league, okay? Like, it's really, really hard to make the league. If J. Cole was good enough to make the league, and it's fucking Rwanda, it's not like America where they just kind of handed it to him. I'm pretty sure he, like, practiced with them and, like, tried out and actually made the team. So if an old ass man is better than an 18-year-old at basketball, that's a problem that you should fucking take up with yourself, dude. You gotta start shooting some more buckets. But I don't know, that's just me. He was salty as shit. Nobody gave a shit. Swept him under the rug. That was the end of that. But I just thought that was pretty fucking hilarious. I don't know about you.
I have no opinions whatsoever on J. Cole's basketball career, but if I were to have an opinion, I feel like that whole shit was just like a publicity thing to get the league like out there so people are aware and to expand their audience. That's pretty much it. He wasn't signed because he had fucking amazing basketball skills. And
no, J. Cole can play though.
Okay, then I don't know what.
J. Cole can play. I'm sure on their side it was like some sort of marketing campaign, but on J. Cole's side, he actually did want to play basketball.
Did he say that?
Uh-huh. On the documentary that you didn't watch because you don't do your research, even though we have a podcast, he says, I wanted to play basketball.
Why would I watch a documentary about him?
It's a 10-minute video.
No.
Anyway, whatever. Amanda hates life because that stupid movie. That's the end of that. Let's see. What else do we got?
I mean, he could be just saying that, but whatever contract that he signed, it's probably like for just publicity for the league, to help the league out. I'm sure it wasn't for him to be like a full-time professional basketball player.
Well, then the guy wouldn't have gotten upset with him if it wasn't a full-time contract.
He wouldn't know the contract. So maybe to him, he thought that he was in there to actually play. But then when he realized that it was just some publicity shit and somebody else could have played, sure, maybe he's upset. But like, nobody knew about that leak before J. Cole. So, you know, be grateful that now you would have like some more sponsors or more viewers or whatever it may be. But he served his purpose. He's done, maybe fulfilled his part of the contract, and now he's leaving. That's it. Like, what is there to be upset about? Like,
well, I don't
understand
how.
The
only reason he would be upset is if they agreed that he was going to play for like the whole season, and he dipped after 3 days.
Right.
Now he's upset. Otherwise, Otherwise, he would literally have no reason to be upset.
Did they know the contract that J. Cole signed, or was it just an assumption on their side?
No, I'm sure they did.
No, they wouldn't.
How? They're the ones giving him the contract.
Your lawyers would know, your sports managers would know, not your teammates. They wouldn't know the ins and out of your contract that you signed with the team. So if he's just someone that played on the team with him, he probably assumed that J. Cole was in for the long run, but then he realizes, oh, this is just all a publicity thing and I've been bamboozled, and now he feels betrayed. So he feels some type of way about it. But
if it's
he's fulfilled his contract and now he's leaving. He doesn't have to be there.
Yeah, let's say it's for real a family emergency. If it's for real a family emergency and he had to leave the league like permanently, then that dude's a fucking idiot for getting upset. Like, there's no reason you should be getting upset.
Right. So if it's but what I'm saying is, if you're leaving the league permanently for a family emergency, then it probably was all part of the contract anyways, because nobody leaves permanently for a family emergency unless like your whole family got massacred. If someone's sick, then I'll take a leave of absence and then come back to play when they're well. But obviously people assume that he was going to be there for the long run, but he fulfilled his contract and he's leaving. But now he just has to, say something to appease the people like, oh, I'm leaving because of this, and then I'm out. And then we'll never hear from him or see him again for the next 10 years until he releases something.
Yeah, but I
mean...
So
people I guess they just felt betrayed.
Not people, it's literally, it's just one person. Nobody else gives a shit. That's why it's hilarious. This dude's going off, and he thinks he's, like, rallying up, like, this whole shit. It's like, oh, J. Cole, you left us, whatever. And people are like, okay, right.
And yeah, like obviously that one person felt some type of way about it, but obviously the management of the team and the league or whatever, they knew the agreement that they had going into this. He's fulfilled his part of the agreement to get the league out there. Now people know about the Patriots and the African League. No one knew about that before until J. Cole went in. So he's fulfilled his part of the contractual agreement and he's leaving. That's it. That's why none of the people, the higher ups in that league, are concerned or complaining, because they did their part, he did his part, and now they have to part ways. It's just business. Like, why are people getting their feelings so involved? But I mean, it's just that one guy, so whatever.
Yeah, I didn't think we would dive this deep onto this topic. I think this will just be a one and done. So let's jump into another like very, very serious topic and something we can talk about. Charlie Bit My Finger is an NFT now.
Why?
Because they think they're gonna make money off like a fucking 30-year-old meme, which is hilarious.
People are just, I don't know.
Okay, I don't give a shit about that. But
can we talk about all the whites just having the time of their lives and just losing their entire collective minds because of the Friends reunion? And my timeline is just filled with that. And I don't understand why, because I don't follow Friends, I've never watched Friends. So why are they on my timeline? And right now on my timeline is Ed Sheeran dancing with Courtney Cox because that was a Friends thing. And Lady Gaga singing with Lisa Kudrow because that's a Friends thing. Like, oh my God, just give it up. Just fuck Friends. I hate Friends.
I don't give a shit about Friends.
But it's like they're making such a big deal about it. It's like it was such a cultural reset for them, whatever culture that may be.
Well, the only thing that matters about Friends is that when you were Arabic at a certain, not when you, but like at a certain time when you immigrated to America and you were Arabic and you were trying to learn English, Friends is what most of my family learned English on, because it just happened to be on the TV. And that's how they picked up English, was watching TV shows, and Friends was the one they would quote all the time. So you got the no soup for you and all that bullshit, but I've never watched Friends. I don't have any desire to watch Friends.
Seinfeld?
That
the
might be fun.
thing?
That might be Seinfeld. I haven't watched Seinfeld. I've never watched fucking the other one, Friends. I don't care about any of that shit.
Watched Seinfeld. I only watched Seinfeld when I would hang out with my ex, because he's so goddamn white. Like, the only shows that he would play when I'm over at their house is Seinfeld, Frasier, and Curb, which I love Curb, so
Curb
I don't
dope.
mind. But Frasier and Seinfeld, oh my God. And he would try to explain, like, oh, this is a funny joke. Just listen to this. And then they'll do the joke, and I'm like, I don't get it. It's too wide for me. And I'm not, I understand the whys, but woof, that is just too much mayo for me. And he would try to explain it. I was like, and I'm like, is that supposed to be funny or like? And he would and that's why he's my ex. So
I just think the funniest thing of this whole story is that you think something is too white.
Frasier and Seinfeld is too white for me.
I've never watched Frasier or Seinfeld. I have no desire to.
I only watched it when I was over at his house, and we would watch like Frasier and Seinfeld.
I watched that 70s show. It was kind of entertaining for what it was. Like, if I ran out of shit to watch when I was a kid, and fucking that 70s show would come on, I'd sit there and watch it. I didn't understand most of it because, I was a little fucking kid. But I was like, okay, sure. But other than that, I mean, I wasn't like a TV person. I would watch like cartoons, and then there was like a moment in my life from like when I was 12 to like very, very recently where I just didn't watch TV at all. Like, I wasn't like a TV. People would be like, oh my God, How I Met Your Mother. Like, I watched How I Met Your Mother like years later. And I was like, okay,
I never got into it.
It's a shittier version of Friends with like the worst ending of all time.
And Friends is shit already, so
the only redeeming factor is the actors are better in How I Met Your Mother. I would think, because you have Neil Patrick Harris, you have a whole bunch of like guest stars that were funny as shit, but I think How I Met Your Mother is worse because I base it off potential. Like, Friends was flat. Okay, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Friends was flat. It started off kind of flat, ended kind of flat. I didn't give a shit about it. How I Met Your Mother, it started like really fucking heating up really quick, and they had really good actors and really good storylines and all that shit. And then it took a fucking nosedive. Absolute bullshit. They spent the whole time digging, and you don't know what they're digging, and then it zooms out and it's their grave, and they just dive right into that shit, and the ground just caves the fuck in over them, and a tombstone pops up. It's just literally killed themselves. Stupid shit. Like, how do you have the ending planned out from season 1 and you don't deviate from that ending? Makes no fucking sense. And spoiler alert, by the way, even though the shit's like fucking 15 years old, you're gonna have Ted spend the whole time like redeeming his simp ass fucking self, right? And just not chasing Robin anymore. He finally finds this amazing fucking woman that everyone gets along with, and she's amazing, happily ever after. And then the next fucking scene, like in the same episode, boom, she's dead. and now he's got to simp over Robin again. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious?
No, I don't know. I've never watched it.
It's bullshit, okay?
I have no desire to watch it.
I'll give you a plot synopsis. He meets this chick at a bar, and fucking Ted, the main character, he meets this chick at a bar. He's telling his kids this story. Like, this is like years in the future after the mother has died. Because How I Met Your Mother, the mother's dead, so the kids, she's like, how did you meet mom? And the whole story is not about their mother. It's about some fucking chick that he met in the bar that they become friends with, and he just simps over her for like, I don't know how many seasons. And then like the season before, he finally lets his best friend be with her because that's who she wants to be with, whatever. But then there's no plot because everything's happily ever after. So all of a sudden, boom, the friend and love of his life just split up for no reason, like off fucking camera. And then the wife, he finally finds like a wife that he really likes and all that. And then she just fucking dies in one scene. Like they kill her off. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. And then he goes back to simping for the chick from square one. So essentially you've taken all that character development. Like everyone reverts back to their normal selves. Like I can't invest myself in your characters because you're making it. That's the point of you writing the stories like this. You want me to invest in these characters. You want me to root for these characters. And they develop, and then boom, everything is undone in half a scene. Are you kidding me? Fucking Neil Patrick Harris goes back to being a playboy. Fucking Ted starts simping over chick again. Fucking they all move away and never see each other. It's the most bullshit fucking ending I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I've never watched it and have no desire to watch it.
I would not watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've actually like sat through and finished a whole sitcom. I mean, Curb is still ongoing and I still watch Curb. But like I tried what's her name? Mindy Kaling, her TV show, because she was from The Office, and I love The Office. Actually, I finished The Office, Parks and Rec. But yeah, I gave that show that she was in, her show, a chance, and after a while, I just wasn't into it. I feel like she's a bit of I don't know, her self-hate kind of came out a lot in that, and I was just like, damn girl, love yourself.
No, because that was her whole thing at The Office, is that she was self-hating, which is cool for like a split second of a scene, but you can't base a whole.
But it's her real life as well. Like that's just how she is in real life, and it's just like, you're
that's
basing
cool.
your whole
but you can't
career around your personality and just how self-hating you are.
If your personality is that you hate your personality, you can't have a whole fucking show based off it. It sucks. You're gonna
not
like
her
it.
Personality, her like just herself. Anyways,
Just fucking pointless, stupid. I think we've covered everything. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Well, neither do I. I'm fucking freezing.
And you have to go mow the lawn with your homeboy and make sure and watch him.
He's actually our neighbor's gardener, and I stole him.
Or you just look at your neighbor through the window and just flip him off?
No, he was like, he does our neighbor's garden and yard. And he was just out there, and I saw him on the street. It was kind of cute. I was like, oh, hey, can I get your business card? And then in the middle of his job, I was like, can you come see something in my lawn? I just want you to fix. And then he came over and he's like, yeah, I can do all of that. I'm like, can you come like once a month to do that for me? And he's like, yeah. So now he's also going to be my gardener.
Okay, so you didn't like steal him from your neighbor. Like your neighbor's not going to be gardenless.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. We're just sharing.
Sharing is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. But he'll be here in a few hours.
Yes, I'll let you get powdered up for him, so you could like look at him and fucking bat your eyelashes through the window, whatever the hell y'all women do. Fucking weirdos.
No, I'm going to sleep. I'm waking up, letting him in, and then going to work.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for listening. All the links for all of our stuff is in the description. Patreon, Instagram, Twitter. You have a few more days to take advantage of the deal. $5 will get you the $20 tier. That's 3+ hours of content. That will last you until July. After July, I will be segregating the content based on what tier you are in. So if you want to see more of us, or you like all 3 podcasts and you want to see all the side ventures that we do, be sure to click on the designated tier so that you do not miss out on any of our content. Okay?
All right.
Also, the first 50 patrons will get something special from me. So be one of those 50. I don't want to hear any complaints. I don't want to... They start posting whatever they got, and you're like, oh my god, I wish I had one of those. You're not getting one, son. If you don't support us early, you're not getting one, son. And that's the end of that. So, thank you guys so much for listening. We love you. Amanda, I guess, kind of tolerates you guys.
True.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram, too. I'll put the Instagram in the bio, even though she does not want anyone. Just fucking bombard her shit, man.
Sorry.
Make Amanda go viral, okay?
I'm deleting my Instagram then.
No, we're not doing that. Amanda's a fucking party pooper to the max.
I will eventually delete it though, because I do not like Instagram.
No, Amanda's one of those people that just follows all my friends, and then she's like, why doesn't anyone like my fucking rugby post? It's like, because none of my friends watch fucking rugby, Amanda. Go follow your Australian friends.
I only followed 2 of your friends. Relax.
Okay, but they're still my friends. And then I don't know who the fuck else you follow, but apparently they don't give 2 shits about rugby.
Rugby's the best.
But alright, anyway, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week, back with more compelling content. And, yeah.
Next week. Oops. Sorry, my mic is on.
Oh, you're not going to be there next week, Amanda? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's the long weekend, so I might be away.
Okay, cool. I'll just, I'll call Tim. I'll call somebody. We'll get something going. Don't even trip. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress.
Oh, wait. No. The following weekend, I meant.
Okay, so you'll be here. You'll be here for this episode, not the next one. Not this episode. The next coming episode, not the one after that one.
Okay, now you're confusing me even more.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out. Thank you guys for listening. Cool. We love you. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.